Welcome to my world, everyone. This is Like It or Not with Michael Lane, and Michael Lane is who I be. Check out my show. All of the information is down there below. Y'all know how we do it. Like It or Not with Michael Lane. That's the show. Team Lion show. Hey, check it out, man. I told y'all, man. Check this out. Look. I told you all. All of this talk about Michael Brown, which I'm sorry it happened. Okay, but everybody's talking about this. Don't have the facts straight. Okay, but all of this situation, all of the chaos and the rioting and the peaceful protesting, I have no problem with. But the violent protesting and the idiocy, the breaking up and destroying black businesses, and the black and whites fighting amongst each other. It was just fighting. One side is saying you niggers need to die, and the other says you crackers and honkies need to die. And everybody, all you dumb people fighting over stuff you don't know. That wasn't videotaped. That we don't have all of the information on yet. At least with Eric Gardner's video, it was recorded. But it plays right into the hands of President Obama and the rest of these progressive demons. I would like to, well, not me, but President Obama would personally love to thank you all. Thank you from the bottom of his heart. Because while you all are paying attention to something that the facts are not even out yet, and wanted to make it a race issue. So look, I don't have a problem with what Raccoon Hair Sharpton said, but just from him being there, he should have stayed his ass back on MSNBC and keep collecting his money instead of continuing to exploit a situation. He's exploiting the situation. He's making the problem worse. He's exacerbating it with his presence and the connotation of just him sends a horrible message. But while we're all caught up in this stuff, and we're saying cracker this, and they're saying nigga that, and both of y'all stupid, white, blacks alike, all of y'all dumb doing this stuff, because the president is destroying all of y'all, including me, all the blacks and all of the whites. He's destroying us. I got proof. I want you all to take a look at this.
New reaction to looming executive action on the immigration crisis. President Obama is vowing to act alone here and potentially allow illegal immigrants to stay in the United States. We're hearing now from those who followed the rules, who waited in line for years to get into this country legally as well. Chief political correspondent Carl Cameron reporting on this story live today from Washington. Good morning, Carl.
Hi, Martha. President Obama and his aides have been saying for quite some time that all the inaction in Congress on immigration reform is going to force the president to take a unilateral executive action. The crisis of unaccompanied Central American minors streaming across the border has added a lot to that impetus, and the president's expected to announce an executive order to deal with that sooner rather than later. Separately, the president's also widely expected to include a provision that could grant legal status to most of the 11.4 million undocumented immigrants already in the U.S. That seems unjust to a lot of legal immigrants who obeyed the law and went through the heavily backlogged process to get a green card and/or citizenship. Aman Kapoor runs an organization called Immigration Voice. It's a nonprofit dedicated to reforming the legal immigration system that's so dysfunctional that it can sometimes take as long as a decade for talented, productive newcomers to even get a green card.
That'll be a very strange situation where there are provisions done for the undocumented, and somehow legal immigrants are left out. And if you look at it broadly, it will be looked upon very unfair, not just by a small group of people, but across the board.
If the president does grant what critics say would amount to amnesty to the immigrants here illegally now, the top 5 states to be most impacted because of the population of undocumented aliens there: California, 2.8 million estimated illegal aliens living there. Texas has 1.8 million. Florida has about 750,000. New York and Chicago and Illinois each have about 500,000. That's just the top 5, and it makes up about half of the 11.4 million undocumented workers already here, immigrants.
Thank you, Carl.
Oh, yeah. He's trying to make us forget about the illegals. 11.4 million. Screw the ones that did it the right way. The ones that did it the right way, you all are on the same boat we are now. Because it's not about who did it the right way. Okay, I'm tired of people saying, we are a nation of immigrants. We are a nation of immigrants. We are a nation of immigrants. But we're not a nation of illegal immigrants. You dumb idiots. But you are on a horrible mission, a terrible mission to destroy this country and fill this, or turn this country into a third world country. You're trying to wipe out the white race. You're trying to wipe out the black race. And here we are like stupid idiots fussing and fighting over stuff that we don't even know. We don't even have the total and complete information of what went on in Ferguson. It's ridiculous. All of y'all need to be ashamed of yourselves. Because while you're fussing and calling each other names, their plan is working just right. We are about to be eliminated. But that's okay. We'll continue to vote them in. We'll continue to vote Hillary Clinton in. We're going to vote Hillary Clinton in so she can finish the job and wipe us out. And it's not just the Democrats. It's these do-nothing Republicans. They're not saying anything. They're not doing anything because they're taking under-the-table deals. So they're all just as demonic and horrible and accountable. What black people need to do is we need to start a race war. Yeah, that's right. That's right. We need to start a race war. Now let me explain it. We only make up 12% of the population. All of this rioting and all this stupid stuff, it's a dumb reaction. It's a stupid reaction. Destroying black businesses. Destroying other businesses. Other people's businesses. They did not shoot Michael Brown. What's good is that going to do? You wake up, you can't go shopping. You wake up, you can't eat. You can't get nothing. Because you destroyed your own neighborhoods. You're doing the same old things. It's been going on for decades. We're doing the same things. Voting for Democrat. We're destroying our own neighborhoods. Watch riots. The riots after the Rodney King verdict. Where is it getting us? We need to do something different. And that's where the race war comes in. That means we have to get some power. That means we have to get other races behind us. Every common sense thinking person of every race to get behind us and vote differently. Don't always vote Democrat. Get these people out here. We got the power to do things not by riots, but by votes. Handle it systematically and handle it politically. That's where our voices can be heard. But since we are so little now, we have dwindled after killing each other, aborting each other, and all this other stuff. We got to come together as all and make it a race war. That's a real race war. A human race war. Human race. Because right now, blacks, whites, we're in trouble. And we're worrying about this and calling each other niggers and calling each other crackers. And none of that crap matters. We're not even focusing on what really matters. We don't even have all the facts together, and here we are taking sides like dumbasses. While the president is ready to lower the boom. And I told you all. I told you in my past. I told you on the radio show, and I told you in my past vlogs on Like It or Not Politics 1. I told you all that the president set this up. He implemented the DREAM Act, went over Congress's head, which is illegal, went to the DREAM Act, which the DREAM Act allowed young kids to come in and not be deported. He knew all of this was going to happen, and so he was going to pretend like it was this big crisis that suddenly happened, and now he's got to come to the rescue and say, I got to overstep Congress. We probably have terrorists right now because he held this thing and said, I am not going to secure the borders unless you amnesty. Amnesty. That's it. I will not negotiate. I told y'all. Y'all busy fussing over Ferguson. We're screwed because of dumbasses like you all not even sitting back realizing what's happening. Y'all want to argue and get all racist. And we're all getting wiped out. We need to come together. Race war. That war is to get these criminals out of Congress. Stop playing these games. That's a real race war. And that's a peaceful one. And that's a systematic one. Because we're supposed to have the power. Like it or not.